Hey guys, welcome back, and we've managed to snag a little game called Dark Souls.
A little hard game called Dark Souls, right?
Yeah, not exactly known for its ease.
Yeah. So if you like punching yourself in the nuts, I guess this is the game for it, right? Because it is
the game equivalent of
nut
punching. Yeah,
they say that this game is a lot tougher than the first one, and Demon Souls was
not exactly known for being easy for players to get their head around. Firstly, and to get content done in. I mean, anecdotally, one of the guys in the office said he played a lot of it, and never really made it past the fourth world.
And you can do that, But we do have a copy of Dark Souls here, ready to go through.
Let's kick it off.
Okay. So we're going to, I think, Dan, start off with a new game. We do have a pre-saved character here, but we want to show you guys a little bit of character creation, and then maybe the first 15 minutes or so play, depending on how frustrated I get before I throw in the towel.
We'll see how much content we can get into 15-20 minutes of play.
Okay, now the first thing is always the most difficult thing in an RPG.
Name.
Do you have any suggestions?
Gender.
Yeah,
That's always the hardest one.
Well, do you have any suggestions?
I think we need to decide on the gender firstly.
Okay.
And the kind of vibe that the character we're going to pick has, because we've got some classes to choose from as well.
Okay, so let's pick a male character. Just because I identify with.
Okay.
I don't know about you guys, but
I normally pick a lady.
Okay, I'm gonna pick. Oh, do you?
But that's okay. It's your character.
Okay.
Let's roll with it.
Okay, I'm gonna pick a class. So there are a few different classes in this one around. I haven't gone through and gone through exactly what the differences in each ones are, but there are your typical archetypes here. Yep. So like a warrior here, like the knight, I guess, is more of a defensive quality, where the warrior is a bit more balanced. Wanderer looks to be like a hunter / ranger type things, and you obviously have a thief here. We got bandit as well.
They're pretty thin on the details down the bottom here. You can see the description for each.
Yeah.
The wanderer in particular.
Let's take a look at the wanderer again. Aimless wanderer. There you go. That's all the detail you need, though, right? Well, you fill in the blanks.
All of his backstory encompassed.
There's a pyromancer for the guys out there who just really like to set things alight. And he's sporting a wicked axe there. That's awesome.
And hair that doesn't quite stay on.
No.
Have you got the lady character?
Is that hair or is that a hood?
Or is that
I'm
a
not
cowl?
quite sure. The cleric is what I usually play when I'm playing D&D. He's the character I picked in my first playthrough, but I'm not going to pick him for this one. And deprived, so he's the nude guy. And being nude actually is like, it's not just for shits and giggles in this thing. It actually is. You can go around nude because it does give you certain advantages and obviously some certain disadvantages as well.
I can't think of any disadvantages to being nude.
It's much cooler. You get a lot more airflow, but I think Dragonfire tends to hurt a lot more.
Hopefully you get a bonus to shield. So, Randy, quickly, you played a fair bit of Demon Souls.
Yeah.
For returning players, which of these are new classes, if any?
To be quite honest, I'm not quite sure, because I only played through the thief character when I played through Demon Souls, and it was so long ago now that I did that I haven't actually gone back and looked at the other character classes in the game. As we mentioned at the start, it's a tough game to go back to. You really need to have that masochistic side of your personality.
And you got to invest.
Yeah, exactly.
It's time spent.
And time spent doing the same thing over and over again, because it is very punishing. What should we choose, do you think, Dan? Like
Deprived.
Deprived? Okay, let's get some naked
Let's see some stats. He's pretty balanced.
He's incredibly balanced, actually. So hopefully he has no restrictions in terms of weapon or armor, but let's go pick
the armor restriction.
Yeah, well,
too much of a concern.
Let's pick Deprived. Now, Gift is a starting bonus that you can actually select, and let's go through the ones that are available here. So I think these are either stats or items that you can start off with to make the game just a little bit easier.
And I'm guessing some of them will play to some of the archetypal.
That's right.
Character types in particular. So you want to go with maybe Goddess's Blessing if you play a cleric, for example. Yeah,
I know that if you choose Thief, then Master Key is already pre-selected for you. Tiny Being's Ring.
Special tribal ring.
Special tribal ring.
Well, recovering hit points, that's always
good. So I think I'm going to choose that one. I'm going to choose Tiny Being's Ring just because I'm naked with a club, with a wood club. I'm going to need some advantages. Physique, they're all preset ones here. So
Gaunt.
top heavy. Last time I went tiny head. I'm quite happy with tiny head.
Is there any bonus for going with a smaller head?
I think it's harder
Smaller
to
hit range?
Yeah, harder to headshot. I would assume with a tiny head. So
I like the idea of large upper body since he's really just going to be swinging a club.
that is true.
But I do like the small head.
He's very large. I would like to have very large and tiny head, but you can't do that. You can just have an abnormally small head.
All right, let's go tiny
proportionally
head.
small head, as it says here. Face.
Definitely going to need one of those.
Yeah, once again, you start off with some presets here. This guy's really happy. He's like much happier than the other guys here who look really morose.
But the guy a little lower looked a little bit like Kratos.
This guy?
Yeah.
If he had more tattoos, shall we pick Kratos?
Yeah.
Classic Xena. Okay. Eerie Great Swamp. Okay, I'm not quite sure how they
He's really happy.
Yeah, he's somewhat
See, a
happy.
really happy one.
He's dubious apparently. Hair? Does he need hair?
Yeah, look, I think he's going to need all the protection he can get.
Okay, all right. Ponytail then. Oh no, I think.
Can you rotate them around?
Let's see.
There we go.
There you go. Parted center. Semi-long. Here we go. Oh yeah, that looks more like my hair now. Curly. That's
a little moppy.
that's a good style. That's a rockin' Hobbit style. And a bob. Oh, very Beatlesque. Shall we go
Yes.
Beatlesque?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go Beatlesque. Color. Once again, here we go. Just your regular. I think he needs to be a Ginge. To
Dark purple, gold hair.
Yeah. Okay, now we gotta choose a character name, Dan. What name stands out?
This guy's nude, so I
Nude.
think we should probably play to that.
Okay.
And he's kind of ashen, so.
Nude ashen.
What about Nash?
Nash? That's not bad actually. Let's do Nash.
Good to see you capitalize there. I did exactly the same thing.
Yeah, well, I mean, we are journalists.
Show a little respect,
Yeah, without capitals, we're just animals, right? Okay, Nash, because he's nude ash, right? That's what we're thinking.
I think it makes sense.
Okay, so the stats here are pretty much, you can't really affect those right now. So let's just go and accept. As you can see there, it's incredibly balanced, right?
What are these items below here? Are they preset as well?
So they're your those bottom ones there. Like you get a weapon slot, shield slot, armor, and a few other slots there. So this must be your character's starting starting kit.
Can we give him anything other than the club?
Well, I think you'll be able to, once we actually get into the game, pick it up and go from there. And just once again, just as a clarification, this is only the second time we've played this through, so we may sound a bit vague, but this is it. This is GameSpot AU Play. This is what it's all about.
We want to keep the secrets for you.
We want to keep the secrets, yeah. We want to experience this like you would experience it. Anyway, now...
And it is obviously very story heavy.
Yeah. And obviously now, so requisite cutscene, Big Dragon. Should we just let the cutscene do the talking?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do the cutscene.
But then there was fire. And with fire came disparity.
See, they're using capitals too.
Heat and cold.
All the elements.
Life and death.
They're not elements.
And of course, light and dark.
It's good looking fire.
Good looking fire.
Then
Very.
from the
Tell a lot about
dark,
the game from its fire.
they came and found the souls of lords within the flame.
I gotta say for this game, it's got good character design.
First
Yeah, it looks great.
the witch of Eisenach and her daughters of chaos.
They look hot.
Gwyn,
Can't trust
Lord
witches.
of sunlight,
He said witch, right?
is faithful
I think so.
This looks very Lord of the Rings to me.
It does.
Just that bit.
and the furtive pygmy.
Even this looks very Gollum, don't you think?
This does, yeah.
Yeah.
And there are a lot of these guys. We saw them when we had a fiddle around earlier. We'll show you those characters shortly. In terms of continuing storyline, Randy, you played a lot of Demon Souls. Is this
This is-
a continuation of...
Not in not in any real sense. It's actually, this is a spiritual successor. Is how From Software has built it to Demon Souls. So it's not a direct continuation, I don't think. Don't need to. This kick-ass coat.
It's like warm. It's covered in fur.
And the dragons were no
I think that's a big mound of dead dragons.
It actually is.
Yeah.
Thus began the Age of Fire.
This is very Lord of the Rings still. Very Lord of the Rings.
A little more peaceful here.
But soon the flames will fade, and only dark will remain.
Kind of sucks.
I capitalised dark. Do you think maybe that's
I think it's a character.
foreboding?
Even now, there are only embers, and man sees not light, but only endless nights.
I'd get away. He's probably going to zombie out in a sec.
And amongst
Oh.
the living are seas
You've seen this.
No, I haven't. It's the first time I've seen it.
of
Does it branch at all, depending on the character class that you pick?
Well, obviously the experience is very different depending on character class. As with all RPGs, your initial kit out will obviously be different, and your skills and abilities and what you can more easily equip at the start of the game.
But in
And
terms of the storyline, is it pretty stock standard to begin with?
in terms of storyline, I think it's fairly stock standard. I could be wrong here. I need to play the 100 or so hours apparently that I hear.
We'll come back to you on that one.
That will require you to actually, to finish this game. I know of some reviewers have been playing for 70 hours and they say they haven't. They're only beginning to maybe get halfway or something like that. And I think that's also...
And that was all spent on the first boss.
Yeah, but exactly. That's all a consequence of, I guess, difficulty, because there is... you have to be very careful in this game, and if you're not careful, you will die, and then you'll have to traverse all that stuff again. It is somewhat easier in this game, whereas in Demon Soul, essentially every time you died, you had to go back to the hub world, right?
Yep.
And the hub world, from there you basically have to traverse all the territory you made to get back to your last
Recover
point.
your souls.
As you progress in the game, you found shortcuts that would make it a bit easier for you to get back to where you were, but still it was a bit harder.
And the fact that everything that was dead would respawn on the way back to your body to reclaim your souls, which are the currency.
Yeah. But in this game, and we'll show you as we play, it's different. They have a different save point system, which makes it easier and also makes it more difficult at the same time. But we'll get into that after.
Easier and more difficult.
Easier and more difficult, if such a thing can exist. This game has done it. Why am I naked? Oh, that's right. I'm a naked guy.
I didn't realise we'd be so wrinkly.
Essentially, technically we're dead. And some guy just threw a dead body at us. Hey, bro. Thanks for that.
We gonna eat that? Yeah. That's what that's for.
And now we get a soul. And hopefully some equipment, right? Something to cover up our...
Well, we've got a loincloth at this point.
Yeah. Okay. So this is the start of the game, obviously. Right now, I have nothing. I have a stub of a sword. I believe that's what you call a hilt, right?
Yes,
Dan?
it is a hilt.
Okay, let's see what's in this cloth. Ooh. Well, that's good.
That's incredibly
that is
fortunate.
really handy. So if you guys played Demon Souls, the controls are fairly similar. So we're playing the Xbox 360 version right now, and the right button is just swing. Left button is it's a larger attack. To block, if I had a shield, it would be left button. To do like an evasive roll, it's hold down B and hold down A, and
smash some pots.
Yeah, and smash some pots and twirl in the direction. So
now
let's just try and do this again.
You know me, Randy. I've got a bit of a weird completionist streak, so I'm going to want you to smash everything you come across in this game.
Okay, let's do that. Oh, I think I just hurt my arm.
Are you wearing
Probably can't do
lipstick?
it anymore. I probably am wearing lipstick. Let's check it out. It's blue lipstick. That's so 80s. And some
The Croesus.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I think we're beyond that.
Okay, yeah.
All right, let's get this thing moving.
Let's get into the game proper then. So fans of Demon's Souls will know that that game was an absolute bitch in terms of throwing enemies at you that hid behind corners. Hey fella, what's up? Some dude there.
Can you open that?
No.
No prompt.
Okay. So once again, these hints are back on the ground. We're playing offline right now, Dan, so we can't have player left hints. So these are all just hints left by the devs. So right now, I think all these are essentially,
Glorified tutorial.
yeah, tutorial. So once again, clicking down on the right stick is locking on. Just kick that dude
Away.
Die, guy.
Don't put up much of a fight early on, obviously.
No, obviously not. And now I've got myself some souls. Oh, there's a big dude over there.
We wander around.
What is that?
Dragon?
It's got a massive, huge butt.
And a giant cleaver.
A giant cleaver. Okay. So knowing this game, we'll probably have to meet him up real soon. So these guys are just minding their own business, but apparently you have to be a jerk in this world because we just killed them.
Yeah. Well, they're full of souls, right?
Yeah, exactly.
We need those precious souls. Yeah, you get those stairs.
Okay. I'm just practicing my dodge, kids. Just practicing my dodge.
How are you doing that dodge?
B.
Just B?
Just B. And then you press a direction on the left if you want to do something a little bit fancy.
It looks like we've got our light moving with us. We'll be able to grab a torch at any point to light the way, or?
I think dark is one of the things that they want to be pricks about, Dan. Okay, so here we go. We're in a darkened room, and I think there's a beastie there, right? He's just sitting there, wallowing in his own filth.
I think maybe we need that soul.
I think he's just taking a squat. As much as I'd hate to take a guy out while he's, doing his ablutions,
Yeah.
those souls are pretty important to me.
And, get them when they're,
When
they're vulnerable.
When they're vulnerable.
And you are no more vulnerable than
Yeah.
when you're laying some cable.
I mean, that's why toilets have doors, Dan, and locks.
These are the things that it took us all through the dark ages to learn.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, the rate of mortality from sitting on the can was way higher back then because it didn't have locks.
Higher than it need to be, yeah.
Higher than it, okay.
So you get plenty of tips here in the offline mode. If you were in the online mode, what would you be getting from other
You would be
players?
getting tips from other players. So it was a unique online model that Demon's Souls had in that it didn't technically have a multiplayer, but it had a shared world where players could leave messages for other players. For example, if there's a couple of enemies waiting up ahead of you to ambush you around the corner, you'd see people write down notes saying "watch out." So it was like all fairly simple stuff. You can't leave 2 pages of instructions on how to beat a boss, but it's just more like signpost type stuff.
Can people throw you off as well and leave? Safe up ahead.
Yeah, people can do that, but they voted up and down. They voted up and down the rating. So I'm not quite sure exactly how that works in this one because, as I said, we're still offline right now, and all the messages that we're seeing are in game. So when the servers are live for this thing, then I'm sure we'll see the same thing. This is what I mentioned before. These are bonfires. So this is a new way for you to recover your lost energy and mana, and essentially they're your save points, right? And they move with you into the world, so that you'll find several different bonfires as you progress in Dark Souls open world. And you can go in there at any time and heal up and save your progress and get mana and do everything. But so in a way that's easier than having the hub world in the first one.
Yep.
But every time you do this, though, all enemies get
they respawn.
Get respawned. So if we go back to we won't go back there because it was down some stairs. But if we go back to the areas we just traversed, you'll see that all
that
the
guy's
dudes
still taking a dump.
Yeah, that guy's still taking the dump. He's taking that forever dump, which is someone's special kind of hell.
If you wanted to, then could you just go and farm?
You could.
For souls?
You could. Bosses won't do that though, so bosses won't respawn, but everyone else will.
Alright.
And now we're going into some really heavy doors. I'm really impressed
It's got
that
some muscle.
Yeah, G-string guy can actually, he's got some heft there.
I don't like the look of this space, I'll be honest with you. This is ominous.
It smells like a trap, doesn't it?
Better run in.
Oh man, there's so many
Oh,
barrels.
smash all of those.
Smash some barrels first. Okay. You know what? I've been
this is
smashing a lot of
rewarding.
barrels in this game so far, Darren. And there's nothing in any of them.
But that's why you got to keep smashing them.
Oh, they look good
Because
though,
the
don't they?
second,
Look at the
look at the shine.
yeah, look at the light.
The craftsmanship on those.
These are great. It's almost a pity to smash them to little bits.
Who leaves that many? Oh, here's your friend.
Oh, that's not good.
All right.
Okay, so
there
this
goes
is
half of the health.
so this is this is demon cells. Everyone, I'm naked with half a sword, and I've got this guy. So let's see about trying to damage
Are
him.
you're not.
Oh, this is great.
You're not really gonna stab him.
Oh dear.
Okay. So
I
we
died.
That's to be expected with
that's
Demon and Dark Souls.
yeah. So in the first game, they had a boss like this, like really early on, that forced you to die unless you were actually really good and you had some skills. It forced you to die, which was a way for them to introduce their the hub spirit world to you. This guy is not the same, so I will now respawn at the last.
And you've done this before.
At the last bonfire, so I have done this before. It.
How long did it take?
It took me a few goes. Oh wait, where am I?
I don't know. There's things to smash.
Oh man, I'm way back here. Okay, because I didn't save.
No, you went to the bonfire. But you didn't. Oh,
Yeah, I didn't save at the bonfire. So I'm not just going to be a jerk and just get these guys, harvest some souls.
Yep.
Once again, like in the first game, because I died, all the souls I harvested has stayed where my body died, so I have to get back to that boss fight. And essentially recoup them. So all the levels and everything that I gained are essentially he's dump guy, taking his forever dump.
poor guy. Wants his bad luck.
I just rabbit punched him while he was doing a dump. That's just really low. Okay.
So, question for you: if you've
Yes.
been playing this online, could somebody come in and feasibly steal all of your souls?
No.
So it's all within your own instance.
Yeah, you can't steal someone else's souls. Because that would be the ultimate jerk thing. What would you even want to do that there?
Well, I'm sure there are plenty of griefers out there.
There are griefers out there. Okay. So let's try and
is that now saved?
Let's try and save my game now. No. How do you even save games here?
Maybe it's too early.
Maybe it's too early for me. Let's
try
and rest again.
Nope.
Okay.
Just gonna have to do this.
Just gonna have to do this. Okay, so instead, kids, here's a pro tip. Because you're naked and only have half a sword and have absolutely no armor, you really can't take this guy on unless I'm sure it's possible. So if you're good enough, you can do it. But I'm not good enough.
You can just keep stabbing him in the ass.
Yeah, you keep running around him, stabbing him in the butt. But what I'm gonna do
What's that?
is
Your
that's my
souls.
I gotta get my souls. Oh, dude. Okay, I need to run.
This is not going well.
This is not going well. I'm going to ditch those souls and just run for my life. Because there is actually a entrance here that you can go down and just run away.
And you left the souls
And I left my
behind.
souls, but I'm under some pressure here. I'm on the internet right now. And they were feeble souls.
Okay, so here we go, another
Here's
bonfire.
another bonfire. So this should now be, okay, I'm resting, which means all my health goes up, but now, as I said, everything, is there a guy here? Is there a dump guy here? No dump guy.
No save option on that bonfire?
No save option on that bonfire.
Alright, maybe he just
Okay,
wants to
let's
push us ahead.
Let's see what this message is. Get your shield.
Could use a weapon as well.
Oh, dude. Is there an archer up there? Yeah, it
Yep.
is. That's kind of a jerk thing to do, Dark Souls.
Yeah.
I don't have a shield.
Where do we get it?
Okay.
Can we equip one? Do we had one when we did our character creation.
Let's run at this guy.
Oh.
Don't you run away from me. I will get you. Oh. Come here, archer dude.
We throw the hilt at him?
Then I have no weapons.
Yeah, just get it. Where is he going? Ah, here we go.
Gotcha, dude.
You're at action points.
Yeah.
That's another thing you got to manage at the same time as well.
Yeah, you can't just swing like crazy. Oh,
that one's stuck in you. Two in you. These don't seem to take as much damage, do as much damage as the guy in the next room.
I don't want to get too close to that because it'll get me to the next area, and I don't want to go to the next area quite yet.
This guy taking damage.
Because I am incredibly weak because I didn't pick up my souls, so none of my abilities. Not that I had much, but none of my levels have actually transferred with me. So I'm taking ridiculously small amounts of HP off this guy. Plus, I have a stub of a sword.
Yeah, it's not even.
Yeah.
Just grab that bow.
I'd like to.
grab
Look at
it
him.
from
He's a skinny dude, and he's obviously got some sort of leprosy thing
Oh, here we
going
go.
on.
He's
Okay, now
down.
I got your souls. I can't even get you. Okay. Now, on the way here, I actually saw some
There's a corpse for looting.
looting corpses. So we'll... Ooh, what's this? What's this? Thanks for that. Helpful tips. Okay, now I have my
Alright.
club.
Now you're talking. Let's go clubbing. See what I did there now?
That's all right. That's all right.
Can you go back through to the boss area and grab your... Oh, there's your shield. That would have been useful.
Okay, so let's equip all these things now. No, that's gesture menu. Let's equip all these things. Okay. Club. Club is what I want. Look at that. 87.
Much better.
Much better. Let's go down to this. And
Just a plank.
shield.
It's kind of basic, but I think it'll do the job.
Okay, so now I am. Look at me. Look at me. I'm still naked, but now I have a club. And a wooden shield.
That's a dangerous combination. Naked man with a club.
So now let's play through. Let's see where life takes me up here. I don't know if I can play this character model the whole time because you're just essentially looking at his butt.
That's why I pick a lady. And the head.
And I have an unusually small head.
By choice.
So here we are. There is someone there. I can't quite get to him. Let's see what's here. Backstep, we already knew that. There's something up there.
I can see potential for missing a lot of the side paths just because it is so dark.
Exploration is what it's all about here, but it's also a bit of risk reward. Like, do you risk going around a corner that you don't need to, and then getting killed by some weird beastie and losing all your souls, and it's essentially losing all your progress, or do you try and stick to a path?
Can you get up the mound there to get whatever it was that was up top?
Before, right?
Yep, that's downstairs.
Okay. No, I haven't found a way to do that yet, but let's go up here. Huh? I never trust these things.
I wonder if...
Oh crap.
Oh. Okay. Booby trapped.
See, that's another jerk thing that you're doing from software. Hey, you.
Oh, now you're talking.
Now you're talking. Take club. Oh man, this club is way better.
Is there a consideration at all of durability of your items?
No. Not that I found so far in this build anyway. There. Oops.
Oh, that's really bad.
Okay.
And
so
you survived that.
I just lost all my. It's locked. Okay. Where do I go now? I believe that rolling ball of death actually, it did something for us. Hello, ball of death. And he's a dude. Hey, dude. Let's talk to him.
You. You're no hollow. Thank goodness.
No, but I am nude.
I'm done for, I'm afraid. I'll die soon.
Yeah.
It's very calm.
He's
come to terms with it.
But the fact that he's dying and a nude guy comes up on him.
Not
much you can do, really.
Nah.
Not much you
Pretty
can do.
terrible way to go, really.
You just have to accept your fate then. Well. I forgot the question. I'm just going to say yes.
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 I have failed in my mission.
That was good.
But perhaps you can keep the torch lit. There is an old saying in my
I don't have a torch.
Thou who art undead art chosen. And thine exodus from the undead asylum maketh pilgrimage to the land of ancient lords. When thou ringeth the bell of awakening, the fate
This is
of the undead thou shalt know.
It's beautiful.
Well, now you
It's a
know.
long saying. The family's very
Well,
verbose.
it's, they used to have it stitched on the back of t-shirts, but we're back.
We're still here. We're still nude.
And we got the Festivus flask.
We got the Estus flask, which essentially is health. So we're going to need this real soon. And we got a key. So now we can go up to this. Door, I believe, over here.
That music doesn't sound friendly.
You know what? I'm going to go down here. I'm going to go down here just to save because I know this is the location that we were at before, Dan.
See if we can save on this one now.
Oh, I'm not save, but at least
Rest.
Rest. Get my.
So
get my
previously
energy up.
that was no option.
Oh, you could always rest there, but we couldn't actually walk in from here before.
But in previous Demon Souls, you couldn't go and just sit by a campfire, get the health back up.
Oh crap! That's right. Resting, everyone, means that your enemies go back up. But even though I killed this guy, he is here now because I rested.
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
All right.
What's
Couple of
this?
notes.
Okay, I don't want to do that. Another note. I don't want to do that either.
Kick. That sounds useful.
Resting at bonfire revives enemies. Sweet.
Learned that lesson.
Okay, so what's around the corner? Oh, here you go. Beasties.
Ooh. And once you've got that shield up, it's
damn
he's
it.
got a friend.
He's got a friend. All right.
Is it just a single shield motion, or do you need to move it around in line with horizontal and vertical strikes?
No, it's pretty much just hold it up using the left button. So just going through a few enemies now. I like to harvest souls. Ooh, here you go. What do we got here? Short bow. Okay. Let's go through what's here. Kind of critical hit.
Okay. So parrying.
Parrying. Should we try some parry, or
Let's give it
am
a
I just
go.
going to die?
Give it a go. This guy's pretty armored.
There you go. Parry. Oh, right in the solar plexus. Bam! You know, maybe a naked guy, but I know how to use a club.
Now he had a far better shield. We can't just loot that from him.
No, only certain enemies drop loot. Like I just saw with this guy, he dropped some. He dropped the bow for me. Okay, so this is obviously where we need to go to next. Traverse the white light, Dan.
Go towards it, Randy.
Let's traverse the white light. I might use my Estus flask right now. Uh-oh.
Ah.
Oh, crap.
Bad. Grab the souls.
I'm gonna try and get the souls now.
There we go. Ah. That was a bad choice.
That was definitely a bad
At least
choice.
we know where the souls are now. So a lot of trial and error.
A lot of trial and error. So I think we're going to try and at least get past this boss, and then we can, you know.
Well, now that
We
we've
can
got
leave.
a club and a shield,
We
is
have
that
a
going to
club
be
and a
enough to take
shield.
this guy out?
It should be. It should be. So in terms of stats, you saw that the club had, you know, way higher hit than the sword hilt. So hopefully we're able to take this guy out. And now, hopefully, it's not too much of a trek to get back to this guy. Of course, because I've died, all the enemies that I already
You're going to have
killed.
to go back through them again.
Yep, they're back.
But you know where they are. Is there any variation to where they'll turn up? Or are they rooted where they were when you killed them the first time?
No, yeah, so they'll be exactly where they were.
That's good. At least there's a little bit of predictability on that front.
So I'm trying to figure out how to use the Estus flask here.
You've already got full health.
Yeah, but I just want to make sure I know how to use it.
Ah.
So when the boss comes, so there was a guy up here. Let's get
Yeah.
our shield up. Hey, good looking.
Boom. Ooh.
Okay, and there So 2 guys here.
Now, I'm seeing a lot of tips. Obviously, that's just because it's early days.
It's really early days.
How many will actually be there as you work your way through the single player campaign in terms of tips from the developers? Have you come across much in your play?
So far, all the ones that we've gotten so far have all been from developers. So it's really difficult to say how much. I think
But they're pretty generous with those tips.
yeah, so far, yeah. So right now, let's
Here's our
use this.
souls, which is good.
Well, here's our souls. Excellent. I don't want to traverse the white light yet. I need to figure out how to use my Estus flask.
There we go.
There you go. So
That guy's
now
still in the other room and he's not happy.
he's pissed off about something. Bam! Oh, he's still here. My club's not as powerful as I thought.
Oh, he's healing.
Dude, not cool.
Oh, Clubman, give him one more.
You think?
Make sure he's down.
Man, this is embarrassing.
Take that
for
doorway.
Me. This is embarrassing for me. Okay, let's try and take this boss on one more time.
Alright, so you're in front here.
I'm shooting.
So secret to this one looks to be to get behind him.
Yep.
Avoid being hit.
Secret is to get behind him, avoid getting hit, hit him in the bum. Uh-oh.
Maybe fire up that Estus.
As with everything in Demon Souls, it takes a lot to actually...
Try and flank around on him. There we go.
Okay, I'm really sucking.
Looks like he's got plenty of hit points too. Give him one. Club him. There you go. Oh, it's doing a fair bit of damage though.
It's doing a big chunk of damage, so... But so does he. And I've only got one Estus left.
Can you hit him from the front, or is he only vulnerable from
You
the
can
rear?
hit him from anywhere you damn well want. It's just that he's angry. He has a lot of facial problems, and he's
a little sensitive about that.
not happy about where his life is right now. Oh man.
Yeah, if you want to fire up that Estus.
Again I died.
You're on puddle.
Oh man. We should just fast forward this bit.
That's
Up until I get to the actual boss stage. So let's try this boss battle one more time.
Let's give it another crack.
Because I kind of sucked the last one.
Third time's the charm.
Yeah,
we
third
don't have
time's
to
the
go.
charm.
Oh, there are souls. We'll go after those last.
Yep.
Unless they're going to impair your stats by not having them.
They will impair my stats, but right now I just want to hit this dude into the arse. Oh man.
They still do a lot of damage.
That just didn't sound right.
Well,
Let me get around.
so how would you approach this differently as the cleric?
I wouldn't. At this early stage of the game, it's you pretty much play these characters pretty similarly. So let's just avoid that for now. And let's try and get around this guy.
There you go.
Some thigh shots.
Yeah.
Work the thighs.
Work the meat. Oh. Is your shield at all effective, or is it all about just not being in the way?
It's all about not being in the way, because I don't know if you've seen it, just comparatively, he's got a really big weapon, and I've got a wooden shield.
and you're nude.
I'm surprised it's still holding together right now, actually. Oh. Estus me, let's go.
So if you go and pick up your souls during combat, will that restore any of your health?
It will restore none of my health, but it will restore some of my abilities. So if I was a certain level and I could hit harder, it will definitely restore stuff.
Estus.
Estus.
Get on that Estus.
Estus for the rest of us. Oh man, that is a
Again.
really crazy long reach.
Not as bad that time.
Just need to get a bit closer to this guy. Flanky, flanky, flank, flank.
Here we go.
But
Start wailing on him.
But oh, now you're gonna fly?
Now he can fly.
That's not cool.
Yeah, this is looking good.
I think the secret for this guy is essentially not to get too far away from him.
Otherwise he flies. Ooh.
Yeah, or
Estes.
Estes. Oh crap.
Definitely going to want to get on that Estes.
Not even shoot the light.
Oh,
Just
that was
in case.
lucky. Just missed that. And this should kill him.
This one's for
Couple
your
of
old
these
man.
ones.
Damn.
There you go. Cut the souls.
So this guy is actually, you know, pretty easy in the big scheme of things. And finally,
Got the souls back. And he's dead.
I got the souls back, and he's dead. And
Now you
that
got to
is.
smash all those pots.
Do I have to?
Nah, don't worry.
Okay. And that's the first boss.
Well done.
Of Dark Souls. It was probably a bit more painful than it needed to be. Really early impressions, I think it's actually a little easier than the first one, but the difficulty on this thing does scale, trust me. Once you get past this area into like the larger world, because it is open world, just like the first one, it doesn't level up the monsters at the same level that you're going up, so you will run into areas where you just shouldn't be there. So look for more on this game as it comes out real soon.
We'll definitely have more, and after this quick playthrough I think we'll want to have another crack with maybe another class.
Definitely, yeah. So thanks very much for joining us.
Thank you.
Thanks.